Good afternoon there, ladies and gentlemen, and all the people who are out there on Facebook or YouTube and trying to stay in out of the hot weather. The last 3, 4 days in Nelson has been pretty warm and typical summer. Hopefully to get a break and get some rain because it'll keep the fire hazard down, because if we have the hot weather, our fire hazard will go up. So anyway, today met with some seniors, and we have to be, as we age, we have to realize that we're not going to live to be 150 years old, that's for sure. But meeting with seniors and talking with seniors is a great thing, because it gets them out of their warehouse. I call them seniors warehousing. That's an apartment where people go in there and stay in their rooms, and in a lot of cases they sit in their rooms and don't go out and mix with people, because in some cases they can't drive, and maybe they've got some physical ailments going on. But I try to do my best to get out and walk every day. I've been having a few problems with gout in my feet, and I'm taking pills now, so I think everything's going to clear up okay. I've been to see the doctor and had some x-rays. But anyway, there's no use being unhappy about things that we can't solve. So as we get older, we lose our ability to do this and we lose our ability to do that, and there's no use being bitter about it, because if you find out you're bitter, you're probably the only one. Everybody else is out there zooming up and down the lake and driving around and having a good time, and we sit in our apartment moaning and groaning because we're getting old. I guess the best thing that I heard one time that I have to pass on to Dr. Cochran. He was my wife's doctor before she passed away, and she was in the hospital for a couple of days one time, and Dr. Cochran came in and sat on the edge of her bed, and he was almost in tears. So he looked at her and looked at me, and he said, I'm really sorry. He said, I can't fix your wife. She's got bad lung problems, he said, and I can't fix her, and the specialist can't fix her, and she's too old to do a lung transplant on. So she'd been on oxygen at that point almost a year, bottles of oxygen, and falling down and coughing up blood and passing out on the floor. Oh my God, it was awful. So he said, we can't fix her. I said, well, how long has she got? How long has she got to live? And he looked at me and he looked at her and he said, I hate, hard to tell you that. He said, but he said it's probably about 3 months. He said the maximum time would be about 5. So she looked at me and she said, if I ever have a heart attack or my heart stops, don't let him start it again, because my life now is no good. It's not your fault, not the doctor's fault, but I just want to die. And she said, if my heart stops, that's a good opportunity, because I'll already be dead, and don't let the doctor start it up again, because that's my wish. So Dr. Cochran was sitting there listening, and also myself. So I said, you got it. I put it in my memory bank, and about 3 weeks later at the hospital, she was waiting to get a blood test, and waiting to get into the blood test station, and she's sitting in a wheelchair, and her eyes turned really, really bright blue, bluer than this jacket I got on here. And I seen that one time when her dad passed away. He had been about 80s, 84, 85. So I said, are you okay? And she said, I've got a hell of a pain in my chest. She pointed at her chest, and then she folded over in the wheelchair, folded over double. And I tried to set her up, and she was like a dish rag. She was like a tea towel all folded over. So I rolled her quickly into the emergency ward, and the doctor there said within 1 minute that she'd had a massive stroke. And they were going to start beating on her and pounding on her to bring her back to life again. And I said, no, 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 no. Nope. Are you sure? He said, this is an emergency ward. We have to do that. I said, no, we don't. My wife has asked me to stand on guard for her and tell you that if her heart is stopped, not to start it up again, because she doesn't want to be alive anymore, because there's no quality of life anymore. No quality of life whatsoever. So they finally backed off, and then we left her in a state of no life. And that was her choice, and that was her right to die with dignity. And we respected that. we miss her a lot, but we remember all the good times too. We had lots of good times and lots of holidays. We drove for 25 years in a motorhome across Canada, down to the States, and up to Alaska. So we had a great time. So we got lots of videos and happy memories. So we got to be thankful and grateful for all those years, 55 years, and then she passed away, and she's out of pain and suffering. So right now, I think we have to every once in a while we have to get when we're having coffee. We go down to the coffee shops in town. There are 2 or 3 guys that we worked with, and we talk about life and death. And most of the fellows that are in the coffee shops are either their wife has died, or their mom or dad, or brother or sister, so they know what death is all about. And most people now are starting to sign up for this right to die with dignity, where you fill the form out. They're available on the internet, on Google. You can type down, download right to die with dignity forms Canada. Fill them out, take them to the doctor, and we have a choice to choose at the end of life. That means to say we don't have to lay around for 6 or 7 years having somebody wiping our butt and not knowing our own names and not enjoying life anymore. So anyway, right now, we're at the stage where we're enjoying everything we can. We're still driving and walking, and I'm fighting a little bit of gout problem in my foot, but I think it's going to clear by the looks of it. And there's no use being bitter about it, because we can still do some things. And if we can wake up in the morning and we're talking, and we can run the telephone, drive our car, went down for a coffee with a couple of friends yesterday, had a great time, shared some good stories, and you get to know all the waitresses working down there, and they're always good for a joke or a laugh. Anyway, so life is good, and life is only what we make it. Looking at the big picture in life we have a chance to make it happen. Now, when I say make it happen, it could be if you're working as a mechanic, or working as a welder, or working as a doctor, or whatever. You have a chance to make it happen. And that means to say, make it happen would be earn money, get a good job, maybe go to college, get a better education, and make it happen. Choose a profession and make it happen. And make yourself happy by waking up in the morning and having a good job and earning some money and buying a house or buying a car or a motorhome or an RV or whatever, and enjoying life. Having a wife and family, and enjoying what there is out there for us to enjoy. So the rest of that story is, in life we can make it happen, or we can watch it happen. That means to say, well, we don't get involved in this stuff. We just sit back and watch, and let other people do it. So maybe we'd prefer to be a street sweeper, or a lawn cutter, or a house painter, or something like that, and let the rest of the stuff happen. Let other people do it. So we have the chance to make it happen, watch it happen, or sit back and wonder what the hell happened. Something's happened and we don't know what caused it, but it's happening all around us. So it's nice if we can get involved in the system where we can go out and earn a living and get a retirement system. I'm really happy because several of us guys with Howies have had good retirement plans there, and had we not had that, very hard, because old age pension and Canada pension don't give you enough money to really buy your way through life now at the end. So the government had a mandatory pension scheme, and I've been really lucky to pay into that one. So I'm reaping the benefits of that. Still driving, walking and talking and meeting new people, meeting people from all over the bloody world. I met several couples at coffee yesterday. They're from Calgary, Alberta, and from Toronto, some from back east, Labrador. Met some people from the British Isles, and meet people from all over the world. Get a chance to meet them and talk to them and find out what they've done for work all their lives. And we also question them about, my wife and I were never to New Zealand, and we never to Australia was a good place. We could have probably got to that. And we might do that again one day yet, who knows. We're not too old for that yet. So who knows what life, we choose what we want to do. It's a little bit difficult when you get up in the late 80s because you have to make sure there are some medical services around. So you don't want to go to a country where there are no medical services. If you get sick or have a breakdown of some kind, whether it's a broken leg or whatever, that they can fix you and get you back home again. Or you stay home and not go anyplace. And that's a damn crime when you don't go anyplace. Now here they've got a bus service that's going better now. You can catch the bus here, I think, 3 times a week here from the manor we're at. And so it's good to keep as active as we can. And if we can take, or you can take a taxi cab for about $10, go downtown, $10 to get home again. Well, rather than just at our age, just to sit in an apartment and watch the news and all the bad news, bear stuff that's going around the world, it's not a very motivating thing. It's better to deal with happy things or listen to music or create music and enjoy everything we can that we can get some enjoyment out of, whether it's fishing, whether it's painting, playing music, or just sitting down and talking with some friends over a cup of coffee and finding out how well they're doing, because everybody's aging, and if we've made it up to late 80s, if we can make 100, that would be great too, but I don't really want to go there unless I'm healthy. Don't want to be laying in bed for 4 or 5 years at the very end. No. That's not life. So have yourself a great afternoon, and we hope that your health is good and you're enjoying the heat, and everything that you pray for arrives on your doorstep. So bye for now.